Good morning, folks. This is Wyatt with Triad Dirt Works, bringing you another video today. This video is going to be a little bit of demo, something not out of the ordinary. A lot of what we do is demo, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough of what we got going. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. It's a great day to be working. It's a great day to be alive, folks. Couldn't ask for any better. So this one's a really small project. It's probably really going to be a small video. But there was an old fence right here, as you see, piled up now, right along this wood line, and you can see this post, and it was in line. And what Dad's doing is grubbing it out, getting the fence hauled away, and getting a lot of this ivy that's down here. And we talked with the homeowner when we originally met, and this right here, they have tried to pull this ivy and do all this stuff, and eventually all this is going to be a natural area down here because it's such a steep grade. To get this grass, you would take a lot of dirt to get built up, so it's not really feasible in a lot of different ways to do that. So it's not really, I guess, usable space. Now up here is usable space. You know, it's got a retaining wall holding this back, and that's flat ground. So right here is going to be a natural area. So what we're going to do, or what's part of our scope of work, is to do exactly what Dad's doing, pretty much close to that fence, cleaning that up as much as can and getting it hauled off. All this down here stays because it's going to be sprayed out when the landscapers get here, sprayed out, and then mulch this whole area, and probably some planting of some kind down here. I'm not sure what kind. And this is what the other fence looked like before Dad, he got ahead of me and he ripped it out already. And this is kind of what we were dealing with on that side, same thing. And this old fence is coming out. So a really small job, but guys, we specialize in small jobs and we got small equipment, and that's how we like to do things. So I'm gonna set up the video camera here for you guys, let you see it, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Right now, guys, Dad's got this whole area, pretty much all the big stuff grubbed out. But what we like to do, we like to take it a step further and hand rake this out and make it look nice and neat, nice and pretty. That's what we're about. And I want to give a kind of a little review in this video, since it's not going to be a long one, give a little bit of extra content. This rake right here is by far my favorite rake that I've ever put in my hands. And you can call me crazy, call me psychotic, that's okay, because you're like, well, what's the difference between a rake and, you know, rake's a rake, right? Well, when you use these tools every day, folks, there is quite a bit of a difference between your tools. And this rake is about $35. Had to get it on Amazon because nobody else couldn't find them in the stores. It's a very familiar brand, Fiskars. So there are a lot at your big box stores like Home Depot and Lowe's, or wherever you're at in the world or your country. But they're very nice rakes, and I'll kind of point out a couple of different features about that I like it. And I know you guys are thinking, it's just a rake, Wyatt, it's just a rake. Well, you know, this is our livelihood and we take pride in our tools. But this rake right here, first, see this curve right here, this curvature on the tines? That allows you to rake more vertical, standing up, just like so. I'm not having to bend over. Anytime, if they were straight, you kind of have to get, at least I would, have to get down and get with it. But this thing, you can stay upright, just like so, and that's the position I like to use it in, just like that, and you stay upright. And you're just constantly moving and moving and moving. Another good feature about this rake is it is super lightweight. It's made out of aluminum. Now, with that said, it's a super light rake. You can't do prying with it. You cannot lift heavy things. You can't hook a root and expect to pull it out. That's not what this rake's about. This rake is all about lightweight and efficiency. You think about a rake that weighs 5 pounds versus a rake that weighs less than 1 pound, and think about how many times you're dragging that 5-pound rake across the ground. So you're having to work that 5 pounds plus the force that you're pulling. And I know I'm getting scientific on you, but this is how much we love this stuff, folks. So I would rather pull a rake that weighs less than 1 pound. I mean, this thing doesn't weigh nothing. I wish I could just give it to you through the camera and let you feel it. But I would definitely recommend, for the money, it's $30, $35. I got them on Amazon. Definitely worth the purchase. And I love this thing. We've got 2 of them, and this one we've had for a couple months. And we try to take good care of them because they are made out of aluminum, and you will break them, you will bend them if you're not careful. So we take care of our rakes because they take care of us. Alright folks, kind of give you a little walkthrough of what I did. You saw what I did, but I'm going to kind of explain a little bit further here. So this is about 15 minutes of raking, and I got to about this tree line right here. But that's a huge transformation just in 15 minutes with this old regular rake. Huge. Getting all the greenery out. You're doing a couple things at the same time. You're trying to get all the vines, the greenery, the leaves, all that stuff out, and at the same time you're also wanting to blend and level this out as much as you can. So you're kind of serving 2 purposes at the same time, and it makes for a really, really, really good job. And I can honestly say, now correct me if I'm wrong, but most people do not enjoy raking. So I think that makes me #1 in the world, that when it comes to raking, I absolutely love it. And you can call me crazy, but I love raking. It's probably one of my favorite things to do on a project at any time. And you can ask Weston, you can ask Dad, and I'm telling you right now, it is probably one of my favorite things to do. I take pride in the raking, and it really does. I guess it's my OCD coming out in me. Just really trying to, I will spend a lot of time on a spot to make it look really nice, because the machinery is great, but just like how we sow grass, folks, you've got to take the extra step, and there is still involved some handwork, and never lose sight in that, because you lose sight in that, then your work might become sloppy. So you really want to fine-tune your work, and for me, that is using that Fisker rake and doing what I do, and I love what I do. So I think I can honestly say the only one in the world that just gets up every morning and just wishes that I had a rake in my hand. So, well, that's a little bit about raking. We're going to go on this other side right now. Follow Dad over there, see if I can help him get this fence out. Alright folks, as you saw down there, turn around here, got this fence out, and as going on the ivy, or trying to get the ivy up, and that's the bad thing about ivy, you don't know what's under it. But with this big maple tree, we know what's under it, and it's a lot of roots. And that is a healthy maple tree, and they're going to get in here and spray this stuff out, the landscapers. So there's no point in us trying to dig this ivy and stuff up and damage the maple roots that are here. Just like this guy right here. This is what happens. You put your bucket on the ground, and then you're just tearing up. You're trying to get all this ivy out, and it's a pain to get out. But in the process, you're damaging these tree roots. So all this is going to be sprayed out anyway, so we're not going to be able to get it quite as clean as the other side. But we like to look at all angles of things and try to think logically instead of just coming in here and tearing stuff up like a bunch of banshees. So that's what we're going to do. We're done with the excavator right now, loading it back up. get it pulled all the way to the top. Dad pulled the ditch witch down here today just for this ivy and stuff, make it easier. So we got it loaded up. We got all the fence loaded up in the front, kind of stacked up. Got the machine on here, that way we don't have to dump it. Don't have to make a special trip. And then what we're going to do with that ivy, close these ramps, put these ramps up, close the doors, pull it back up to the top, use the ditch witch and the bucket to come in here and scoop up this ivy, pitchfork it in there, whatever we got to do, and then kind of backfill around that Kubota. And then we'll deal with it later when we get back to the HQ and when we go to the dump. So saving time, being more efficient. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. I'm gonna go get the ditch witch and we'll be finishing this project up here soon. Hey folks, just want to talk about something right quick. So I know we keep saying hit those like buttons, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, hit the bell icon, and it really does help us out. So what I want to do on this video, I want to see if we can set a goal. I think our goal last time was 30 likes and I think we exceeded that, and I believe it got over 50 likes. So I know we can get the likes. I know we got enough people to watch that can like the video. So if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on the video. That really does help us out. That gets all of our videos and stuff across worldwide, and that way we can get more people watching Triad Dirt Work stuff. And also on the analytic part of things, right now there's about 30% of our viewers that are not subscribed, and all it takes is making a YouTube account. If you got a Google Gmail account, then you've already got one anyways. You just need to sign in. It costs absolutely nothing. It's completely free. So hit them buttons for us like Dad says, and everything will be a-okay. We appreciate you guys. All right folks, give you a little final walkthrough here before we head on to the next project. Dad got everything blowed off. Grass stood back up where we went in. Typically in the summertime, folks, with these tracks, you can kind of ease in and ease out of a yard if you don't do a lot of twisting and turning and tear something up. But in the wintertime, in the spring, when it rains and the ground's saturated, that's when you definitely want some type of protection. Got this area up, the fence is up all the way up into here. I'll walk around on this side. This side turned out fabulous, mainly because they didn't have the communication line on this side and the big old maple roots on that other tree on the other side. This area cleaned up really nice. This is what they were looking for. Right in here, turned out really great. Pick up this piece of paper right here. This boat, U.S. Coast Guard. Find all kinds of interesting stuff. Anywho, guys, I do want to say one thing, and it means a lot that you guys are watching our content. And I know we're asking for likes and subscribers and stuff, and it's not all about that. But if you do enjoy the content, please hit them buttons, hit the like, comment down below. We love reading your guys' comments. It brings a lot of joy. You folks have no idea how much we appreciate you guys tuning in and watching every single day. Every time we put a video up, it is something special. You guys don't have to do that. You guys are taking time out of your day, your busy lives, and you're thinking of Triad Dirt Works, watching our videos and watching what we do as our livelihood. So it really does mean a lot. So guys, this has been another great job, another great video in my opinion, and we'll see you on the next one. So this is Wyatt with Triad Dirt Works. We appreciate you.